Early on in the second half, you had a couple opportunities to really get back in the game. Seaman's dunk, but he was called for a technical for hanging on the rim. Durand hit a three. Why couldn't you guys necessarily capitalize on some of the momentum you guys had gained early on in the second half to get the crowd going, but Creighton was able to come back and kind of answer?
I mean, you know, Creighton is a good team. You know, give those guys credit. Like you said, Seaman got a good dunk and I knocked down the three. We had all the momentum. We just couldn't get over that hump. You know, like I said, give that team credit. They're a good team. They make shots. They play together. And, you know, we just got to keep building and keep moving forward.
Why couldn't you guys get over the hump, though? Was something you
I'm
guys
not exactly sure why. I felt like the energy was there, the confidence was there. It's just one of those things where we just gotta keep fighting. We gotta keep building.
Does a Big East game feel any different from the non-conference games?
Of course. I mean, conference play is when everything really gets serious, and you know every team is fighting each and every night to you know, to win the Big East. So of course this game was more important than any other game that we played this season.
And Malik, you had a particularly good game. Did that come from somewhere? Are you feeling good about how you're playing? What do you think took you there?
Well, as a freshman, I just looked to let the game come to me, and tonight that's what I did. And you know, we fought hard as a team, and it was a great effort. You know, we just didn't come up with the win.
And not let that get into your minds, I guess, when you have to go through a stretch like that?
It's definitely tough to hear and knowing that going in. But this was the first Big East game, you know, we got that out the way. We're 0-1 now. We just got to focus on the next game, and that's Providence Saturday.
Malik, it seems like you've been attacking more in the last two games. Is that something Chris Mullin's stressing to you?
Yes, he obviously wants me to be more in attack mode, whether it's shooting the ball or passing. You know, he just wants me to make plays.
It's really tough opponents. What you mentioned, Providence before, and then Xavier after that. You know, for both of you guys, facing top 10, 15 teams in the country.
We just got to get better. You know, we have today, we have tomorrow. To keep working hard, to keep getting better for those good teams coming up. And you know, I feel like we have it. You know what I mean? We just got to keep pushing, keep building, and keep moving forward.
Way in terms of how he's developing this season. I mean, it seemed like he was very important for you guys in that first half. Where do you see his game going?
Yahweh, you know, he's a young kid. He's outstanding. You know, he's young. He's not in the game. The more and more he's out there, the more comfortable he's getting. And as you can see, he's really athletic, and he can do a lot of things for us offensively and defensively. And just his presence alone in the paint is a plus for us. The rebound and the block shots, and it's just great to have him. And I feel like he'll get better more and more as the season continues.
Federico has struggled on three-pointers. Do you think that this team is still capable of winning in games where he's not making his shots?
You know, definitely. You know, Federico, he's a great player. You know, he's a great shooter. But we have 14, 15 guys who can also play the game, who can also make shots, make the extra pass, and you know, help this team win. Although he's not shooting the ball as well as he has in the past, you know, it'll come around. He's a shooter. He just got to keep shooting and keep his confidence. And next game, I feel like he'll come out ready to play.
Took care of the ball pretty well. Just had 12 turnovers. Rebounded with them evenly, which was okay. So just overall, I thought it was just okay. Not good enough to win. And just you know, I think our overall pace and energy has to increase. We had some, you know, the first half we were hanging in there, and we kind of just got worn down. You know, got some guys coming back, you know, Malik and Felix who've been in and out, and you know, I think fitness-wise, we got some guys lagging behind, so hopefully that'll improve. As far as rebounding, turnovers, I think we could have got to the line a little bit more, which would have helped. But again, not a terrible effort, but definitely, you know, not where it needs to be.
Chris, midway through the second half, you had a couple of chances to really get back into this game. Durand hit a three to cut it to, I believe, 2. Seaman's dunk cut it to 3 again, but he got called for a technical foul. How I guess, frustrating is it on the bench when you have these chances to really get back into this game, the crowds get into it, and then you give it away with a response 3 from Creighton or
yeah, well, that's part of the game is backing up good plays consecutively. Probably a lot of that is experience, learning how to manage your emotions. When you make a good play and then when you make a mistake. It's part of managing your emotions, and so hopefully that's something that we'll continue to get better at.
Coach, when you're in a streak like this and now you stare at 2 top 10 or 15 teams in the country coming up, what do you tell your team, young and experienced team, to stay focused and not get discouraged by what they're going through?
That's probably the easiest thing to do, because no matter who we're playing, no matter where we're playing, no matter what time we're playing, we do the same thing. We're going to approach tomorrow's preparation the same way. So that's not going to vary whatsoever, ever.
Ellison, Sema, Yahweh, do you feel like these performances are things that give you reason for optimism?
No question. There's always that balance of seeing the improvement that guys are making, and also handling losing. That's a tough balance. It doesn't matter who's playing, who's hurt, who's whatever. We want to win that night. But like I said, there's been 12 turnovers. 2 weeks ago would have been hard for us to do. So there's been improvement, and getting consistent performances has been, from different guys, has been up and down. And I think that leads to the inexperience. So all these things that are going on, long term, are going to be very beneficial. It's the way you have to do it. Just in the moment, it's not enjoyable.
Roselle so hard to stop tonight. It seemed like every time you blinked, he was putting back an offensive rebound, or helping kind of contribute to a Creighton run.
No, his size. He got deep in the post. I thought we did some good things. He's a left-hander. We let him get to his left a little bit, but his size and strength. He's a good player. I thought we tried to attack him a few times to maybe get to the line or something. And, you guys, so he had a good game, and that's the way it goes. He worked really hard throughout. As soon as he got healthy, he's been battling injuries. He came to us on crutches basically, so it's been a process of working hard and also letting him heal. So no, he's a hard worker. Malik is. We all know he's going to be a heck of a player. It's just really kind of, again, getting experience, getting game time, because he's been out of practice a lot too, because of his foot and his leg and stuff. So he's got a nice feel for the game. Like he's going to be able to play multiple positions, offensively and defensively. Like anything else, but some nights he struggles with turnovers, things like that. It just plays that he'll make. But again, that's part of the growing process, is living with those mistakes, learning. And he's a good kid because he learns from his mistakes, and he can try and fix them. But it's been tough to really. I'd say the last 10 days, not really, because he's in rest, more rest than repetition. But he is a very hard worker, and he's going to be a heck of a player. So, like I said, he's one of those guys that we can move around the court, offensively and defensively. He's valuable.